TechNexus was originally created as a clubhouse for the Chicago tech community back in 2007. It was a place where we could begin to bring the community together, where they would have surface area, interface with each other, and deals would get done as a result of that. Last year, Forbes named us one of the top 10 incubators in America, and that was based solely on the numbers. 178 companies that had launched off the floor, over $200 million in capital, over 1,000 jobs that are now filled by those companies today.
Our companies tend to be a little bit older, more serial entrepreneurs, but it was important as we had them in our space that they were also part of a heterogeneous environment. That we didn't have just one type of person, one type of company, but we had a diversity. We had business to business, business to consumer. We had entrepreneurs who were new, entrepreneurs who were old. We had venture capitalists, we had government. We had all parts there coming together to drive each other's individual success.
We spent months really searching for the right partnership with the right building owners, and it had to be a big building. It had to be a building that we knew companies could grow out of TechNexus and expand into. We wanted extra space beyond just the four walls that we were building inside of. We also needed a building that was really strategically located. It doesn't get better than this. I mean, frankly, we're across the river from the train station. So the idea was to build a space that was very, very modular, that could adapt the same way that a software or startup company would need to adapt. So every wall in the facility is movable, every wall is glass. We wanted a sense of energy. You could walk in through the reception area and see to the other side of 50,000 square feet and see hundreds of people that were working, but not a sense of chaos. So you didn't have to hear what they were working on. Every wall is movable, is adaptable, so if you're a 4-person company that becomes an 8 or 10-person company, we can open up a wall and you can expand. If you're a 10-person startup who suddenly needs to become a 4-person startup for reasons that sometimes happens, we can close down a wall and you can contract.
We think, based on our experience with companies, that they like an open space they can go to, an open space where they can have conferences or meetings, but they want to come back to their own space they feel is their own, where they can manage the business and sort of keep their trade secrets going.
The closed space helps to keep the noise level controlled more than anything. I'm on conference calls with clients, and if I am cold calling prospects, I need it to sound like I'm in a professional setting.
Our team works on security products for some fairly sensitive customers, and it's much easier for us to work in a closed place.
We want people to recognize that TechNexus is not just a destination, it's a node on a much bigger network.
We've also seen a lot of great spaces come on board. Places like the Coop and 1871 and Industrious and others, all with their own unique spin. And it's great, because we don't even have close to what we need in this community. We need more and more of that space for companies of all shapes and sizes.